Hey guys, we're back with another episode of the originals. We're on season 1, episode 9. Last episode, Marcel tried to bring down Klaus, and he had a plan, but it proved to be a very dumb plan because at the end it didn't do shit. Like, he got his ass kicked. It was really embarrassing. No, a lot of vampires died. Yeah. And what else happened? Yeah, Rebecca was very disappointed, of course, because yeah, his brother won this fight. And at the end, there was this very intense moment where Klaus was just telling both Rebecca and Elijah um, where to stick it. Because he felt so betrayed, right? Like the first time that he really was not doing anything wrong, he actually wants to be a dad now. And he's trying to make amends and stuff. And yeah, you can say that it's a little too late, and it's hard for them to believe in him and all those things. But it just so happens that now that he's trying, they just double cross him, and he's like, he was so hurt and betrayed. And it's interesting, like I've people have made this comment like a lot of the times that it's interesting how someone like Klaus, who is clearly a villain and clearly deserves to feel pain and he doesn't deserve to be trusted or anything, and he opens his mouth and starts crying, and we're like, oh my god, poor Klaus, he needs a hug. And it's just a testament of good writing, I feel, and just good acting. I feel like the acting helps a lot. If this was just a terrible actor, it wouldn't be the same thing. Like, I wouldn't feel as strongly as I do for him. And I can give examples of characters that have like similar situate, like they're kind of similar, but the acting is really mediocre. So when they try to come out as emotional or empathetic or whatever, you're like, nah, bitch, I don't believe it. No, you're fake. But this time it's different. Like I feel it. He makes me feel it, and that's important. So I feel like they hit the jackpot with Joseph Morgan in this role. I can't think of anybody else being able to pull this off. So yeah, it was good. It was amazing. Elijah was dreaming of um, an ex girlfriend who was a witch and was killed because Klaus is a bitch. And he doesn't like it when Elijah's happy, apparently. And he's willing to sacrifice. He was telling Haley that it was all worth it or something, and that he's willing to sacrifice many other things, many more years until Klaus gets his redemption, which is so heartbreaking because then his entire existence is just depending on Klaus and what he's doing. So it's not until Klaus realizes that he's better than this or tries to redeem himself or whatever, Elijah's going to start to live his own life. How sad, honestly. And it's so codependent, and like, and it's scary because it makes it seem like he is so used to this. He's like so like obsessed, or I don't know, like his whole life is surrounded and dependent on Klaus, that when that is over and done with, he might not have anything left. He might not even want to do anything else. Even if he tries, it's going to be so foreign and so weird that he may not be happy. Like this might be, even though he doesn't like it and he complains about it and he looks like he's miserable, this might be the only thing that he feels comfortable with, or that he has a purpose. Because I don't feel like he's happy being a vampire, and I don't know, maybe this is his way of kind of feeling better about the fact that he is a killer. I don't know. It's just weird. I just worry that if Klaus finds redemption, it's going to actually hurt Elijah. And it's not gonna be, he's not gonna be the same. He's gonna just sink into a deep depression or something. I don't know. But we have ways to go. Okay, we're barely in season 1. There's like 5 seasons, and I'm not expecting Klaus to turn in a new leaf until season 3. or whenever this baby is born, at least, which is probably next season. But whatever. Like I don't feel like it's gonna happen anytime soon. But yeah, an announcement to make. He's so dramatic. You know why? Because this means that he practiced this. Like, he has them on cue. Like, okay, when I say exquisite pain, you start cutting your wrists and ceremoniously pour your blood over the cups, okay? Okay, guys? I'm sorry, it's just... Oh, I love it so much.
Our victory.
He's not gonna trust me.
He wants to.
Because he wants your allegiance.
Yeah.
Speaking from experience, I know that if you play the part, all is forgiven. But if you give him any reason to doubt you, he will strike back.
Will eliminate the root of your anxiety. You see, how can I sire any hybrids if there are no more werewolves alive in the bayou?
Oh, shit.
What? Klaus, no.
So eat, drink,
I mean, yeah.
be merry. Wolf hunt.
Oh, shit.
Go ahead. Have fun. Kill them all.
I mean, that's one way to prove that he doesn't want to make hybrids.
Well, actually, I prefer devoted stenographer.
You think this is funny? Messing with my mind? My sanity is not a joke.
No, love, I don't believe it is. You never found this. You will remember nothing of our life as vampires when you leave here. Do you understand?
Duly noted.
No, he doesn't seem like the diplomatic
I haven't
type.
thought about this night in ages. 1919. And then there's Davina. She's a powerful weapon. At this point, I'd like to keep her close at hand. I think we should have her move into the compound here with us.
She can't leave the attic. I already tried to move her once.
Yes, about that. Turns out your little witch is quite the actress. She made a deal with Elijah while he was in captivity.
Wow, look at her. She's so smart.
And left him in the bayou with my hybrid venom in his veins.
Wow.
Vile accusations against me.
Okay.
You're gonna love it.
Why? What? I know a lot of people don't like Cammy, and I know that a lot of it has to do with the fact that she's not Caroline, right? I'm not saying that that's like the general consensus, like that. It just, I know that some people, that's the reason that they don't like her, and they don't even want to give her a chance because it's obvious that something's going to happen between her and Klaus, and people love their ships, and sometimes it's hard to see like a replacement, and the fact that they didn't get the ship that they wanted and now like someone else is there. I completely understand. Other people think that she, the actress is not really that great, or the character is boring, or whatever. But you have to actually like at least appreciate the fact that she is not dumb. Like, she's really smart, and she's picking things up really quickly, and she's not just sitting there and being just a victim, and she's taking charge. I really appreciate that about the character, because oftentimes we see people that are, getting compelled and pushed around, and they just sit there and let it happen. And I don't feel like we've seen this before, like someone actually figuring it out and trying to remember and pull themselves out of this hole in the situation, and just refusing to be manipulated. And I think it's great. Like, I really love that about this character. So yeah, at least let's just try to agree that she is a smart cookie.
I understand. You're devoted to Marcel, but Marcel is devoted to me.
Oh my god.
I assume you want what's best for all of us.
We want to be sure you understand how things work around here.
Is that so?
That's not how you start.
What the mayor
That's
means
the
is that we just want some assurance that this new
That's a
development
bad
isn't
way
going
to
to
start.
endanger our city or its inhabitants.
Look, you freaks. Do your thing and,
More importantly,
he's the
there are
diplomatic
rules.
one.
No feeding
Like-
on the locals, Don't bring any unwanted attention to the city. Now, history line.
You answer to us.
Dude, shut the fuck up. You're making it worse.
I'm sorry. Let me get this straight. I'm to play supplicant to this pompous ass and his ridiculous group of petty thieves. Here are my terms. You will take whatever scraps I see fit to leave you, and you will be grateful.
Oh, shit.
If that doesn't suit you, I may decide you've outlived your usefulness. We've reached a decision. Have you? I mean, clearly, I underestimated the faction. That won't happen again. But tell me, now that we've arrived at this point, now that they have come into our home, visited this upon our people,
What would you
how
do?
would you counsel me to respond?
Yeah. I like when they're in the same team, when they're like same wavelength. Yeah.
We'll be fine, but here, newcomers from out of state, not Haley's and my kin, but word spread about that baby of hers.
I can sense your fear.
Oh, that's great.
Heard you were moving in.
What are you doing in here?
I'm hiding out.
You're Haley, Klaus's wife.
No, never.
Klaus's wife.
And you must be.
Oh my god.
This Klaus Michelson, I don't care who he is or what the rumors say. He needed to be taught a lesson.
You are going to start a war.
I'd like to see them try.
Oh god, they're gonna try.
Kieran, this is
They're
the last
gonna
time
try.
you call him.
Actually, I called it.
Oldest trick in the
It
book.
appears I made a grave error during our earlier conference. My friend Marcel offered me wise counsel, and I failed to heed it.
I'm glad to hear you've learned your lesson.
Oh, Marcel!
Shall we? After you.
Holy shit. I wish I had seen that.
I've known Kieran for a long time. He's smart and he's fair. He can do us more
He
good
is.
alive than
He's
dead.
good.
Not to mention he's Cammy's uncle.
I like him.
Darling, we have to stop meeting like this. This is how rumors begin.
Just go, dude.
Warning.
Yeah, just go. Like swallow your pride and go. I know it's annoying, and I feel you. I do, because like don't get me wrong. I'm in the Michelson, side of the fence here, because right. But I totally understand if I were in Diego's shoes. Here is someone who has been very loyal to Marcel. Like he's trying to keep the city the way it was, with the vampires thriving, and things were better for them before the Michelsons came and tried to take over. And Klaus killed a lot of his friends, and he's not really a bad guy. He's just a vampire, and vampires who they do kind of like bad things. But you know what I mean? Like, I understand from his perspective, it's really annoying that these almighty vampires come in and then just start bossing them around when they've only known one king this entire time, who is Marcel, who has earned their loyalty, and they obey him because of that love and that loyalty, right?
I would say the better question is, who are you?
What?
As yours did with you. I will not do to my child what was done to me. To us. I was jealous. I saw the empire you had created on your own without me. I saw it, and I wanted it.
It's kind of big of him to admit that. I didn't think he would.
You're wrong, I didn't do it on my own. I stood in the shadow of my father my entire human life, and I never would have gotten out from under it if not for you. You're the one who taught me that a man can't be defined by anyone but himself.
So rule with me. Side by side. As equals.
Huh.
Friends.
Interesting twist.
Brothers.
I was not expecting that. Of course he's gonna say yes. Yeah.
This baby, what happens to me then?
Well, I haven't thought of it that. I haven't thought that far along. Like. Oh God.
Well, lucky for me, I have a little while before I find out.
Agnes was the last living elder. If she's dead, then I'm safe. Marcelo told me.
Maybe he didn't want to lose a secret weapon against the witches?
You're lying.
Why would I lie to you?
Because you want something from me.
But I wouldn't lie to you to get what I want. I'd ask you. I guess that's the difference between Marcel and me.
Girl power.
The bloodline of your true father. And we saved them from being slaughtered at the hands of the vampires you command.
Because your ambitions have come before this family for far too long.
If you're expecting a thank you, you're not gonna get it.
Please.
Sorry, but it's too soon.
You have the audacity to boast of your victory when the mother of your child remains your prisoner.
It all comes down to the pretty little wolf, doesn't it, brother?
Stop it, both of you.
Even if this is what you say it is, I've had enough of family. Out in the bayou. Turns out I may have been too hasty.
Turns out.
Thing is, if the vampires find out I'm protecting them, it won't sit well.
I believe it is time for my niece to leave town.
Yeah. It's probably a good idea. But I don't think she's gonna go on her own accord, right? So this is like him telling Klaus to convince her or compel her to leave.
You are tenacious. It's one of the things I like most about you.
Klaus, you can't.
But you're looking for truths you don't want to find.
This isn't about me. You have kept me here for weeks, just so someone, anyone, would see who you really are. And now that I have, it scares the hell out of you, doesn't it?
If you knew even a fraction of who I am, it would break you in two.
Now!
Help me.
Yeah, it's awful.
Oh my God, I should have to experience things like that.
Okay.
Knowing what you do about this world will only get you killed. You have no reason to stay.
I have no reason to stay.
That's depressing.
With Davina working her magic against the witches and...
It is who he is. He's a leader, and...
That's not something I can just turn my back on. Not even for you.
Or have you forgotten our little secret? I know the words that will make him hate you forever. Remember that when you're embracing your new family.
What secret?
I accused you of having ulterior motives regarding the child. I was wrong.
I imagine that must have been hard for you to say.
You don't make it easy to love you, brother.
And yet you are obstinate in your desire to do so. Should you be so inclined, both you and Rebecca are welcome to join me here. It is, after all, our family home.
Aww.
Do I know you?
God.
Oh, you've been compelled.
Okay, what are you doing?
It's okay, I can fix you. I'm really sorry, but this is gonna hurt.
Oh shit. Um, yeah, that was that. Um, Jesus, it's raining so much. Why is it so bright? I don't know what's going on. Anyways, yeah, that was a great episode. I really, really enjoyed that. It was fun. It was dramatic. I love the whole thing with Klaus and the wolves and all that stuff. And how it all came down to, the fact that there is this clan that's like Haley's people, but there's also this group that's Klaus's people, right? From way back when. So yeah, because he has his family over there. That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, I don't know like what else to say. It was interesting how he and Klaus and Marcel had that conversation. And I mean, because they have such an interesting connection and relationship, I really, really enjoy it. And now they can work together, right? I was not expecting for Klaus to actually ask Marcel to lead with him. I thought it was going to be more of a rivalry situation, but apparently not. And Marcel seems to genuinely want to work with Klaus as opposed to be against him, because there is some love there. Even though there was a rivalry, there is still this father-son trust and love that still exists in spite of all the drama and all the betrayal. So I like it. Yeah, I'm gonna go before something bad happens, because it's just starts the thunder starting, and I'm worried that the lights are gonna go off. But yeah, it was great. I loved it. I hope you did too, and I will see you next time. Bye. Last episode, Klaus sent all the vampires to massacre all the werewolves, just to prove that he didn't want to turn werewolves into hybrids. Um, yeah, I guess that's one way of doing it, of gaining the trust of all the vampires. It's like super dramatic, but very on point with Klaus. Haley wasn't happy, and she sent Elijah and Rebecca to help. And they discovered that out there in the bayou, it's not only Haley's family, but Klaus's family, the side from the werewolves. So there's that. And Klaus wasn't all that happy about it. He was just like, I have enough family to deal with. I don't need more bullshit. So yeah, but he had a moment with Elijah apologizing for thinking the worst of him, and Klaus invited them over to move in to the house because it's their family house. Camille, she was still in a good tracks, right? Like trying to find out what's going on with her. She recorded conversations. She was very smart about it. And Davina came in and she's like, "Oh, you're compelled. Let me help you." And she started like giving her the biggest headache ever. So now Camille is going to be decompelled and probably be given some vervain so that doesn't happen to her again, right? And she's not going to be happy with Klaus, I'm assuming. Um, and there was this conversation happening in the comments about Leah Pipes and how people can differentiate between reality and fantasy. And for some reason, the actress was getting death threats and telling her like all this like crap, which I think it's so ridiculous. Like, I don't understand what that has to do with anything, because she's just playing a role. It's not like these people actually exist. Like Klaus and Caroline, they don't exist in real life. No one is getting hurt. Only like people that apparently, are so devoted to Caroline that they feel the need to send nasty shit to the actress that plays Camille. Well, I think she's very good. I feel like she's a good actress. I know some people that don't think that she's any good, but I feel like she's doing a great job. She's had some dramatic scenes, and I like how she acts with Klaus. I feel like they have really powerful scenes together, and they feed off each other really well because chemistry is really important when you're having scenes, not just in romantic or like shippy way. It's just in any situation, right? It's the same with Klaus and Marcel when they have scenes together. It's very powerful, and I really enjoy that. Klaus and Rebecca have really strong scenes. So I really enjoyed just watching actors kind of doing their thing, being so great in their craft, and just everybody just picking up. Like the scene where Klaus was telling everybody that he felt so betrayed right after Rebecca betrayed him, and you had the three of them, and it was such a great scene because it was just boom, 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 boom. They were all so great in that. I don't know. I really like that. There are some talented people here. I feel they're very underrated, and they should be in more shit. Like Joseph Morgan needs a new show. I don't know if you guys saw Brave New World, but he was great in it, and he needs to be doing more shit. I don't know why he's not, but oh, look at them following Rebecca. Did she turn them? Interesting.
The Casket girls.
Oh my god, this is gonna be a girl power episode. Because you have Rebecca, you have
It's a yearly reminder of
Camille
how women
already
can be
not
oppressed by
being
selfish men, and how they can triumph when brave enough to fight for themselves.
and Davina. It's giving up on Marcel, so it's like.
Oh God, it hurts!
If she's not a friend to this family, then she is our enemy.
She is a friend, Klaus.
Well, let's hope so. Lucky for you, I know how to get her back. Follow my lead.
Oh my god. Are you gonna use that poor kid again?
Sun goes down. Vampire search parties quadruple. I got this from my family's old house. Feel like a locator spell?
Shit.
Keep drinking. You need the vervain in your system so you can't be compelled again.
Aw, she's such a good friend. She trusts him. Oh.
Davina?
Someone's practicing magic. They're trying to find me.
Then we have to run.
Yeah, that sucks.
Hey, you guys seriously need to go. Like now. Plane, train, automobile, whatever.
Yeah.
Take my
get
car.
out of there.
It's parked down at the docks. I'll text you the where.
Put your number in Cammy's phone. Most of the quarter's shut down right now. We'll have to walk. And the sun's taking forever to go down.
Elijah.
Story goes that when she died, he buried her in a secret spot at her request. All you need to do is find out where.
All the betrayals.
Record, we're moments away from retrieving her.
I recognize that tone of voice, Klaus. Clearly you have some diabolical machination. What is it?
He's so predictable sometimes.
Oh, Josh. What would she think of that? I assure you I just want to talk to her. Tim and I will be at the compound. I really do hope she comes home soon.
I have to go.
Davina, wait.
I can't let Tim die.
What's wrong?
The witches.
They found him. Yep. Excuse me, what are you afraid of exactly? Because it looks like you can take care of yourself.
Cammy.
So, Right? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, just go in there and kick their asses. And save Tim. Wait. Why do they have to leave the room? Like, she's like, give me 2 minutes. Like, okay, go get your clothes. We'll stay here. Like, why do we have to, like, turn around and walk away? For this exact reason, I guess. Why?
Are you
She could
sure
probably...
that you really want to mess with, like, the baddest dude in all of history?
He messed with me when he took Tim.
She can take him.
I'll kill him. All of them.
Davina, originals can't be killed.
Maybe they can. I have so much power. I've never felt anything like it before.
If you're gonna do it,
Oh, he's not gonna tell her?
don't hold back.
Oh, she doesn't know?
You hit him with all you got.
Wow. Seriously?
That was very sweet. Not telling Davina, but if she kills Klaus, you die too. Very noble.
I'm on Davina's corner right now because...
Where's
But then
Rebecca
again-
gotten off to? It's not Rebecca that I'm concerned about.
But then again, I have to give it to Klaus. Like, Davina's very, very powerful, but I don't know. I feel like she's not as devious, right? Even though she's pissed off right now. I don't know. But she just killed a bunch of witches, though, like 5 witches. So if she really wanted to, she can just kill them, or at least hurt them really, really bad. Maybe not kill them because they need the white oak stake to actually die. But she could desiccate them. She could hurt them. I don't know. It just seems like she's very, very powerful right now. But Davina actually can die because she's a witch and she's mortal. So that's kind of like where the balance is. That as much as she can hurt Klaus, she can't kill him. But Klaus can actually kill her if he gets too close or if he figures a way to do it. Yeah, because I don't think she could kill Klaus with just magic, right? I don't know.
By threatening my friend?
Actually, that was my idea. Apologies, I've been known to go too far to make a point, but I do always get results.
Pretend to be so confident. But I know the truth. You're afraid everyone can see what you really are. Animal.
Ah, shit. Oh.
A beast. Why don't you show us your real face?
Is he turning? Is he gonna turn?
That's enough of it. For 1,000 years, you fed on innocent blood. Why don't you choke on it?
Oh my god. She fucking kicked their asses.
You don't care about me.
You're wrong.
When you lost to Klaus, you handed me over like some trophy. Maybe I should boil you in bronze.
I care.
Come on now, love. Don't tell me you were falling for that.
If I know Klaus, and I feel like I do, I feel like I have a good sense of who he is and how he thinks, right? And if I know him, I know that he was probably expecting for Davina to come in full swing and, you know, put them down. So of course he would have another plan, right? Like what he told Damon at one point, like you always have a backup. So he probably had a countermeasure already set in place. So I feel like he's still in the game, even though he's passed out. Poor Tim. I don't feel like he wants to see this.
Don't
He'd
worry,
be
they're not really
traumatized.
dead. Just like really hungry and I'm not helping.
Yeah.
You think my brother Nick is awful?
Stay.
Marcel learned from the best. Because you need to know who you're dealing with. Who you can trust.
You, I'm guessing.
Hey.
Oh, it's the water.
Wait, what?
The water's poison. Oh God, Klaus.
Drink.
Tim?
Oh.
Davina?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Holy shit.
Your nephew, hexed by a witch. How could you not tell me?
It's complicated. There's a lot you don't understand.
You hit...
I mean, protecting her made her vulnerable.
Cammy, please.
Get the hell away from me. You are every bit as bad as the other monsters in the city.
You know what's interesting? This whole bullshit of like, yeah, I wasn't telling you the truth, or I lied to you because I was trying to protect you from all like vampires and all that stuff. But by not telling her, he left her open to attack. And in this whole thing of trying to protect her, you forgot to do the one thing that probably you should have done in a freaking city full of vampires, is give her some freaking vervain. You didn't think about like that part? If you were just like trying to protect her, like why didn't you just give her vervain to keep her from getting compelled by vampires? If you like,
Rebecca, where are you?
Are you wearing jeans?
Davina, and she is dying because of your treachery.
Well, I tried to talk to her out of respect for Marcel, but she made it quite clear she is not our friend.
What's wrong with you, Elijah?
It's her choice.
Klaus. She's a kid. Jesus. Did she die, really?
You know what the worst part is? Is that you're so predictable, I had to make an alliance with your brother, who I don't even like.
What'd you do?
Judging by your expression, you have something you'd like to share.
Damn straight I do. I'll give you two choices. An immediate reunion with your dearly departed friends. Or you can do that same spell for a young witch friend of mine. Yeah, you probably know which one I'm talking about.
Wait. What's the timeline in this thing? It's happened. So
when
Cammy's
you
still
slipped
passed
away
out
to
in there?
allegedly check on your night walkers, you were in fact colluding with a witch.
You'll tell her that Davina will recover. Do wish the same could be said for that boy.
He's like the kid who just got spanked.
Tim, wake up. Tim, please wake up. Open your eyes. No. Please wake up. Please don't leave me alone.
She'll never trust me again.
Perhaps.
Yeah, I don't know.
You must never surrender the fight to reclaim that trust.
But women are more resilient than given credit for.
Magic.
Is that an eye?
These ones, she called them evil.
Right there. It's an eyebrow and an eye.
You remember.
Jack went up for decompulsion. Hurts like hell, but it's worth it. Made me realize exactly why I want to stick around. Oh, and Klaus.
He's having a shitty day.
If you hurt Davina or Josh in any way, I'll expose you to the world.
I want you to help me take New Orleans right out from under all of their noses. And I have something they won't see coming. Someone on the inside. She's quite the resilient girl herself.
She's pretending. I mean, they probably will see her coming because I wouldn't trust her.
Better now.
Oh, is it Celeste? Oh, yeah.
Isn't that...
Yep.
Hello, Celeste.
Yeah. Vampire hearing, move a little further. So that was something. So the girls are getting together. Well, Haley not so much. right now it's mostly Davina and Camille. Well, Camille has her own agenda, but Davina and Rebecca, right? They're going to bring them down or try to bring them down, which is it's kind of a battle because I don't know. I feel like Klaus is willing to go to places where Davina and Rebecca are not, and sometimes it pays to be very devious. So yeah, I feel like there was a really cool, kind of, okay, if Davina does this, I'm gonna do this, and then the other ones were like, okay, so if I know Klaus is gonna try and do something like this, so we have to like put some countermeasures. So it's like countermeasure over countermeasure, right? It's like surprise after surprise, and it was really good. And yeah, it sucks for Davina because she seems to, I mean, she really cared for Tim and she almost died. So thankfully, they kind of saw the predictability of how Klaus' mind works when he feels threatened, and they used that to their advantage and they saved her life. Now, I am in no way saying that it was right for Klaus to kill Davina, but if you look at it from a kind of battle or warfare or like whatever like standpoint, I feel like it was kind of a necessary evil from his point because yeah, she kicked their asses, and it's like having a time bomb that you can't control. So you might as well destroy it before it gets too powerful, even though it's powerful already. So just like take it out of the equation before it becomes like an actual problem. So I feel like that's what he was thinking, right? Like she's a threat now. Can you imagine what's gonna happen if her power continues to grow? So let's just like kill her. And but the thing is, like, she's a kid, and it sucks from a morality standpoint. It's the wrong thing, but yeah, you guys get it. Anyways, I think it was really cool episode. I really liked how everything came together. Then you have Haley going behind Elijah's back to tell what's her face where Celeste was, because they need to channel her in order to get more power because they're losing it, right? Camille is pissed off and she threatened Klaus to expose him, which I'm just like, okay, to whom? Because I feel like a lot of the powerful people in New Orleans already knows who Klaus is. Like, he killed them, but they're replaced and they already know who Klaus is. So who are you exposing him to? Like the general public? What makes you think they're going to believe you? So I don't like, it feels like an empty threat to me because there's really like nothing you can do because the people that matter already know that vampires exist and already know who Klaus is. So who are you talking about? Kiss the French Quarter goodbye. Okay. But you can appreciate her balls. Right? She has balls to confront him. So I give her that. I just feel like at the end of the day, I don't feel like there's much she can do, unless I'm mistaken, and there is, but I can't think of anything. Because the human faction, right, is in the know, so. Then there's the whole thing with Davina being the inside person for Rebecca, and that's another thing that I don't really know, because if I were Klaus and Marcel and Elijah, I wouldn't really trust Davina 100% because of what happened. I feel like I would expect her to stab me in the back at some point as kind of revenge for what happened to Tim. So it's not like I could just like lower my defenses and my guard with her and let her do whatever. So when she said like, I have a weapon, someone that they're they won't see coming, um, I I feel like I would see it coming. Like I would expect it. I would be on my guard, like at all times. It's like, hey, Davina's here. Um, let's just be ready in case something happens. Um, but I don't know. Maybe they had their plan extends to something more. So we'll see where that goes. It's always great to see Davina's power because she killed those witches like it's nothing. She killed well, she almost killed Klaus and Elijah. Um, well, not really, because again, the White Oak stake. But she hurt them a lot, and a part of me wanted to actually see Klaus's wolf side because I haven't seen it until now. Like this is the most I've seen, and it kind of annoys me because he's the hybrid. He's the original hybrid. He is the big bad wolf, and I haven't seen him in his wolf form. So hopefully, somewhere in the show, we'll get to see him turn because I want to see that. That would be epic. Elijah choking on blood, and he's not wearing his suit. Is this the first episode where he's not wearing a suit? Was he wearing a suit last episode? I don't remember. But I this is the first time that I've noticed, and it's weird because it caught my eye. I was like, "Are you wearing jeans and boots? What's happening?" It's weird. All of a sudden, it's like, what? Why are you doing this in this episode? Um, so I don't know, but it's cool. He looks cool. He looks like a James Dean kind of guy. Um, so yeah, fun episode. I hope you enjoy that. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.